Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where I take a look at someone else's mock draft and I'm mocking, giving you my views, thoughts, and opinions. We got an interesting one for you today. I say interesting, I have yet to look at the mock draft, but this is from USA Today. Okay, I'll give you a shot. This is Michael Middlehurst Schwartz. So already an all-time name right there. I like it. But what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below, where we have that nice, beautiful football discourse. Let's go ahead and get into this sucker. Starting with pick one. Use it in an approximation of what the first round would look like if the season ended today. Okay, cool. That's the draft order. I like it. Arizona Cardinals are going with Caleb Williams. Ooh, I like this. Because, I think, Cardinals currently, picking first overall, the options are abundant. There's choices. I love it. I love that. I feel like the Cardinals could really do a lot of different things controlling this first overall pick, and also having a Kyler Murray, who it's going to be interesting because I feel like the remainder of this year for Kyler Murray, who I believe starts this weekend, right? I think that's what they came out. They designated him the starter. We'll see it if that happens or not this week. But you basically have him doing a test run, an audition, so to speak, on. Oh, you're kind of hoping that he does really well because, one, that just means his trade value goes up, and two, maybe you just keep him and you're like, hell yeah, man, we love us Kyler Murray. And now you could just trade that first overall pick and really get a good haul for that. So I just love the Cardinals fans. You should want to have this first overall pick. And you're kind of hoping Kyler Murray looks really good in defeat. So, I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. But if they do end up picking one, it's going to be hard not to take a quarterback and just see if you can find a way out of Kyler Murray's deal. It is going to have to involve a team that's willing to take on some of his contract. You are going to have to eat some of that dead cap for this year, or next year, maybe even this year. So things do get a little messier with that, but to get a quarterback on a rookie deal and then be able to just build around that is always a great option. Really, really is. Okay, this should be Bears back-to-back, so we could just kind of run through it. Bears take Drake Maye. Been there, heard that. I get it. I understand it. Mitch Trubisky 2.0, man. I know Bears fans missed Mitch Trubisky. They miss him. So they got to bring in another North Carolina quarterback. Nah. Drake Maye a little bit different. He's not exactly a one-year wonder. Drake Maye played good football last year. He's been playing really good football this year. He's really closed the gap there between him and Caleb Williams. And then Marvin Harrison. It's just, for the Bears, it's just great. You get to pair up your now new franchise quarterback with your new franchise wide receiver, who pairs up with DJ Moore, by the way. Phenomenal. And then you could probably trade Justin Fields, which you're kind of hoping to get a decent haul out of. I mean, dude, if Sam Darnold went for a second and a fourth round pick, I'm at least hoping you get that and maybe some change. So yeah, good there. Let's see what the Giants do. They go Brock Bowers. I mean, I love Brock Bowers, don't get me wrong. Daniel Jones or whoever helms this offense in 2024 and beyond needs difference makers. That much was true last offseason when the Giants overhauled their receiving core, and remains now true now as the Giants stared down the remains of an injury-riddled season that exposed their rampant offensive shortcomings. If taken here, Bowers would tie Kyle Pitts for the title of highest drafted tight end in history, but even this year's ankle surgery shouldn't scare teams off from one of the class's steadier prospects. Okay, so we're just gonna ignore like Darren Waller. The elephant in the room being Darren Waller. He's there. I get it. He's been hurt for like years now. I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to look at his contract and kind of figure things out. Yeah, I don't think they could get out of him. I don't think they can. Not this year. There is a potential out in 2024. Golly, dude. Yeah, I mean, Waller's not a spring chicken anymore either. Again, that's why he's been banged up. So, yeah, no, I mean, I'm going to be straight. I'd probably go tackle or wide receiver. But Brock Bowers is he's a top 5 prospect to me. I'm intrigued. He's already you'd be a better blocker than Darren Waller. Darren Waller maybe uses a big slot. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean the end of Darren Waller. So interesting. The New England Patriots, Olufashanu, kind of a gimme here. They could definitely use upgrade at the left or at the tackle position in general. They got Trent Brown playing decent football, but Trent Brown's never healthy and up there in years. So yeah, be wise to keep improving that position, the tackle position in general. The last draft, I feel like they tried to really hard to bring in a lot of interior players, hoping that, I guess I'm assuming maybe they're ready to part ways with Michael Onwenu, or maybe they move him to right tackle. Like, City South's played good football as of late. They still have Cole Strange, David Andrews, okay right now. But I mean, when parts of the offensive line are struggling around you, like, then you're typically gonna struggle. And to be fair, the guard play has kind of been a little inconsistent. In general, the offensive line play has been very inconsistent. So, yeah, no, Olu's a good pick. The Rams go with Dallas Turner. So this is the top edge off the board. You're going to be pairing him up with Byron Young. So now you suddenly have scary speed out there on the edge. Then you have Aaron Donald doing his thing on the interior. I don't mind it. Does it feel a little high for Dallas Turner? I mean, he's a top 15 guy for me. But I imagine this tackle group, a lot of people are going to be kind of like shuffling up. Like, some people are going to have Verse, some people are going to have Turner, some people are going to have Latu, some will even have like Chop. Green Bay Packers, this one's kind of easy. It's Joe Alt. It's kind of the pick you want to be there, so good on that one. I think that one's fine. It's A-okay. David Bakhtiari, he is gone. He will be gone. So, yeah, Joe Alt, kind of an ideal pick there. And then at pick 8, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going with Keon Coleman. So they grab that replacement for Mike Evans, which I'm not against that either. Now you're kind of playing chicken. Who will take QB3 in this class? Or do QBs just kind of fall? And then you're going to be able to get one in round 2 without having to sacrifice, without having to feel like you had to reach for one. And then you're also bringing Keon Coleman. So it's like, oh, great. So we already got him a good pass catcher because we didn't reach on them to begin with. So I'm fine with that one. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. When you sign up using promo code Broshmo at Underdog Fantasy, they will match that first deposit up to $100 dues. So if you use promo code Broshmo at sign up and your first deposit is $25, they're going to give you $50 to play with. If it's $100, they're going to give you $200 to play with. It's the best place to play weekly fantasy. Or my favorite, Higher, lower. For instance, my picks of the weekend here. I got Alvin Kamara lower than 91 rushing and receiving yards. Minnesota, low-key, have been pretty good against running backs this season. You got Jordan Love. I got him higher than 218 passing yards. Pittsburgh, they've been a little squishy in the secondary, and best believe I think Jordan Love is they're going to have to throw the ball to win that game. I have Brock Purdy lower than 245 yards. That number just feels pretty high. Granted, Jacksonville's got a good defense there. Just again, that number just feels really high. Even if Brock Purdy has a really good game, I think it's going to be more touchdown oriented. Maybe him around 200, 220. I think the Tony Pollard breakout game is coming. Giants have one of the worst run defenses. It's only at 60 yards. Here it is. Tony Pollard breakout. And then Will Levis, best believe it, I'm taking him higher than 216 passing yards. I believe Tampa Bay is currently like third worst against the quarterback position in terms of fantasy, which should happen with should result in a lot of yards for Will Levis, because like Tampa Bay is actually one of the best when it comes to running back. So Derrick Henry might be on the struggle bus, which means they're gonna have to pass to win this game. But fortunately enough, CJ Stroud had no problem torching Carlton Davis this past last weekend. So maybe D-Hop has himself a game. I don't think they have a prop on D-Hop yet, so might be something to check out. But as always, please bet responsibly. At 9, the Denver Broncos take Chop Robinson. They got Nick Bonito. They got Jonathan Cooper. Shoot, they've had Baron Brown, and coming back from injury. You can make a case, hey, we should get better at the edge position. I think I take a shot wide receiver here. I think maybe you go with whoever OT3 is in this class. I'm not even gonna lie. I would consider quarterback if Sean Payton, if one of those quarterbacks outside of Maye and Williams kind of catches your eye, take him with this pick. Eat the Russ contract for the upcoming season, and you just get it off the books after that, and then start constructing this team in your image. Tennessee Titans, they go with Kool-Aid McKinstry, top corner on off the board. This I think makes a ton of sense. Like their best corner this season, I think has been Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he is actually a free agent after this season. Christian Fulton can't stay healthy. I think Roger McCreary, who's mainly playing the slot now, has been beat up. So corner is kind of a big need for the Titans. At 11, the Atlanta Falcons take Jared Verse. So they don't go with quarterback. We're going to see the quarterback slide here, apparently. Instead, go with Verse, which, the pass rush hasn't been that good for the Falcons, so it kind of makes sense. They go with whoever they deem the next pass rusher on the board. Big fan of Verse, so I don't mind it. Washington Commanders go with J.C. Latham. It's no secret. The offensive line could... It could be a little bit better. It could. You mainly look at those tackle positions, to be fair. Sam Howell, he doesn't make things easier, but not everything is his fault when it comes to, he does have a lot of self-imposed sacks, but I think he's been better the last couple of weeks. And you're just kind of seeing, the offensive line probably can be upgraded a little bit. Latham's going to be a favorite for a lot of people. He's played really good since the Texas loss. Indianapolis Colts, Rome Odunze. I kind of feel like this is the perfect wide receiver fit. You get a big-bodied, lengthy speedster. Just kind of be the Alex Pierce replacement-ish, kind of, sorta. I think Pierce is probably more put together as a route runner, but that's fine. Odunze, what he brings in terms of big play ability, you're just going to love. And I think he meshes well with like a Josh Downs, a Michael Pittman. All right, Nate Wiggins going to the Raiders. So we really hate the quarterback class. If we're here at the Raiders and we're thinking, Yeah, we're not going to go with the quarterback in this class. They go Nate Wiggins. Meek Robertson been pretty solid last couple of games. But still, it's a volatile position. You could bring in someone that could kind of have Nate Hobbs' back there. They've seen some good things from Tyler Hall as well earlier in the year, but he's been banged up. So like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think quarterback feels like the sexier pick, but I mean, I don't mind, hey, going out and getting talent to help out this defense, because this defense feels a long ways away. The Cardinals is their second pick. They go Liatu Latu. They get a pass rusher. A lot of people have Liatu Latu as edge one. It's going to be interesting to see how people will feel about the neck injury that almost forced him to retire. I mean, it kind of did for a year. I mean, he didn't want to, but Washington didn't feel good putting him back on the field. That's why he ends up transferring to UCLA, but last 2 seasons, he has been undeniable. The New York Jets take Armarius Mims. I'm just kind of going to breeze over this, Jets fans. Everyone's going to mock a tackle to you. That's just... It is what it is. Mims, though, I'm a big fan. Hopefully, I can't wait for this cat to return from the tightrope surgery he had on his ankle, because I think he has just got amazing traits. And, I mean, again, that playoff run last season was unbelievable. The Chargers take Cooper DeJean. You get a nice, versatile, flexible corner who could work in the slot. He could work outside. You get him to play safety. So I think that's a good pick as well. Wow, I totally forgot. Jer'Zhan Newton's still on the board. Buffalo gets him. This is kind of a steal. Kind of a steal. They did lose Daquan Jones. He is up there in years. He will be a free agent, so grabbing more meat on the interior. And you say, meat? This cat's only $295. Yeah, but he's actually one of the best run defenders in college football. But what he brings as a penetrator is really what makes him special. So I don't mind the Bills going with this. Like, Jer'Zhan Newton would be the top guy on my board, probably. Yeah, no, absolutely. What receiver? Malik Neighbors would be the next receiver. Then I'm just trying to think. We got the quarterbacks that are kind of wide open here. So I don't know who picks next. I just kind of want to put those things into my head, into my mind. Oh wow, yeah, Patrick Paul goes to the Saints. So let's read this. After rolling the dice on a project left tackle in 2022, Trevor Pennon, the Saints might be inclined to look for a safer alternative, especially as they stubbornly focus on competing in the short term. That could point them toward Paul, who might be lacking high-end measurables for the position, but is nevertheless one of this class's most stable pass protectors. Kind of helps when you play in, or you go from the American Conference to playing in the Big 12, where you're only seeing 3-man rushes. I'm not this high on Patrick Paul. I don't want to beat a dead horse every video. I'll grind some of his tape in like the next month. Maybe feelings change. I doubt it. I think I'll see him as like a 3rd rounder, midday 2. I just don't have him in that 1st round area, at least as of right now. I don't like giving up on Trevor Pennon just yet. He kind of had a redshirt his rookie season, so this is his first year as an actual starter, so it actually functions as a rookie year. Like, I get it, wanted to go into that well, but I'm not completely behind it. Minnesota Vikings go with JT Tuimoloau. So we hate the quarterback class. That's what I'm hearing. We hate the quarterback class. Yeah, I mean, Danielle Hunter probably gone. Marcus Davenport probably gone, being placed on IR. This guy just can't stay healthy to save his life. DJ Wonnum is has an expiring deal, will be a free agent. I imagine they bring him back though. I don't mind them going JT, but it's like, this pick feels like it has to be the quarterback, right? Unless they bring back Kirk Cousins. Pick 21, the Dallas Cowboys go Jordan Morgan. I'm a big fan of Jordan Morgan. I understand why he goes here. Tyler Smith has been phenomenal at guard, but I really think he could play at tackle. I'm just going to kill my dreams there. I don't think they'll move him. So they could be looking for that tackle to replace Tyron Smith. There's also a case to be made to want to find the heir apparent for Zach Martin, and maybe even like dipping into the guard class. So this is probably more of a day 2 thing with Tyler Biotish as a free agent this season. So I get that like offensive line is kind of a sexier pick for Dallas. Pittsburgh Steelers, they go Kalen Keene. Everyone and their mom is drafting like this. It just makes sense for the Steelers. We don't really need to say more of that. The Texans go Emeka Ibuka. They reunite Stroud and Ibuka now here in Houston. Another popular pick for some people to reunite those two guys. I would kind of like think of Malik Neighbors in terms of Bobby Slowick, the type of receiver he'll probably be looking for. I feel like it'd be closer to maybe a Neighbors. Speaking of the devil, man, Malik Neighbors going to the Cincinnati Bengals. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, both are hitting the open market. I think it's very likely that both these guys end up not returning. So receiver kind of in a very good wide receiver draft kind of feels like the pick for the Bengals. You can even make a case for, like, I think Talanisa Fuaga would be a super fun pick here to come play right tackle. The Seattle Seahawks go with the guard, Troy Fatanu. I'll get the name down eventually, guys. He's been a really good left tackle for Washington. Probably profiles best as a guard, maybe even as a center, so it gives you some flexibility to work with. Listen, quarterback 3 hasn't gone. I'd pull the gun here. Like, I don't think Geno Smith's stopping me from not taking a quarterback. There, I said it. San Francisco 49ers take Denzel Burke. Makes sense. Feels like corner 2 has been a bit of a problem. Like I think Charvarius Ward. There we go. Playing really good football. Yeah, he's had a few like hiccups. I thought him and Jordan Addison had a really good showdown on, I think that was a Monday Night Football game. But you look at Diamador Lenoir, and you feel like you probably at least get competition there. Denzel Burke would be really good competition. The Miami Dolphins go Tyler Guyton, another guy that I'm not there with. He's around my top 50, but I don't think he's like nearly as good as like Anton Harrison was last year. I was a big fan of him. Probably profiles I don't know, man. I need to watch more. I was gonna say probably profiles better than Wanya Morris, but I really liked Wanya Morris. Wherever he may be now, I can't remember. I want to say the Chiefs. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they take Braylon Trice. Another pick that makes sense considering you want more pass rush outside of just Josh Allen. But re-sign him, Jags. He's playing really good football. Oh, wow, interesting. Detroit Lions go Landon Jackson out of Arkansas. Don't think I talked about him in my Edge video. No, because I don't think I had watched him yet. I can't recall. I don't think so. But I get why people like this guy. I get why Mel Kiper was high on him. I'm not. Like, Mel Kiper had him in his top 25. I'm not there with it yet. He's like a top 50 guy for me. Because you look at the ability, like the insane length and size, and the burst. But I still feel like there's a lot of things he could probably work on. Listen, I know you love the NFL draft as much as I do, and you're gonna want a nice hefty watch list of players during this college football season, well, go ahead, check out my draft guide. You can purchase it for only 30 bucks by Venmoing or PayPaling me. Links in the description. It's a one-time payment and you get it for this whole draft cycle and forever and always. Technically, it's a Google spreadsheet. So send me your email when you send the payment. I'll get you hooked up. You will see my current prospect rankings and big board, my full evals. And guess what? It updates throughout the whole draft cycle. So it's a great purchase and it's a great way to support the channel. All right, at pick 30, we got Leonard Taylor going to the Baltimore Ravens. Matabuke is a free agent, so it does make sense they want to come and get that an exceptionally good pass rusher on the interior. That's kind of Leonard Taylor. You just don't know if he's going to be a guy that you can play on rundowns early because, I mean, the Hurricanes don't feel like he's that guy yet, which is stupid. Freaking Mario Cristobal. Kansas City Chiefs take Troy Franklin. I really like that pick, man. Franklin, a lot of drops this year. I think that's kind of wild, but I think he's become a bit more. He's more polished as a route runner, and you just see the playmaking ability with him. The Chiefs would love a wide receiver, someone that can step up. That's name's not Travis Kelce. And then the Philadelphia Eagles will finish off with Kamari Lassiter. I think I made this joke, and maybe the last mock I did, but the Philadelphia Eagles continue to get closer to being the Philadelphia Bulldogs. Another Georgia prospect. Makes sense, though. They want to get more cornerback talent, or at least cornerback talent to try to develop for the future. I'm assuming our boy, was it Michael who wrote this? Is not familiar with Tilanisa Fuaga. I think it's kind of undeniable that he's a first rounder, and I think it would be a good consideration by the Eagles maybe to take him as the right tackle of the future. I mean, Lane Johnson's always missing games every year, so like you'd get a shot probably to play him early, but he is like the long-term replacement. But yeah, interesting mock draft where we just hated on all the quarterbacks. That's it for the video. Go ahead, do that YouTube thing. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.